Well, the Dinette replacement project, at least version 1, as you can see, is pretty much finished. Let me show you how we did it. Oh, by the way, this wide angle camera makes Minitini look huge. I love it. But it's pretty big now.
I'm riding with my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome one more time. This is part 2 of the Dinette removal and replacement project. I went to Home Depot and got this some wood and got this stuff called yucca board or something like that, which is this very thin material, just like a cardboard. But as you can see, I have started to build this type of cabinet to cover up the wheel well, which happens to be this very thin aluminum material. So this is what it's going to look like, more or less. I don't know if you guys can see it well. Let me put the camera. I use these screws. I think I'm gonna change them and put something less visible. But I bought a roll of this stuff, which is not doesn't match exactly our decor, but it's close enough, and it's gonna be on the floor, and I'm gonna cover that with this. Then a lot of you, let me put the camera down here, suggested that we go to IKEA, and we also saw a video of Nathan and Marisa, another YouTubers, and they went to IKEA and they found this nice folding table. So we decided to go to IKEA and see for ourselves. Here I got to see the table in person, play with it a little bit. And yeah, we got it. It seems like an outstanding product. It seems to fit our needs 90%. It's 90% of the thing that I had in mind anyways. Now the only problem is that in order to attach this to the wall, it might be a challenge, because this is what they call the RV walls are laminate walls. There are no studs that I could find anywhere, and this wall is like 1/8 of an inch thick. So how do I screw this to the wall and without it falling off the wall at some point, because this wall is not gonna hold the weight of this table. I mean, this is probably good 15 pounds plus whatever we put on top of it. And I started looking at videos online, and the RV Geeks suggest using pop rivets, but I don't think the pop rivet is even gonna hold this much weight. So I saw some people say that they put like when they put a TV on the wall, they put first a piece of wood, so the weight is more evenly distributed. So I thought, maybe this would be a good idea. And I got a baseboard, which actually matches pretty good, and it matches our decor pretty well. And I'm going to put this baseboard here on the wall, and I think it might actually look pretty nice. And then screw the table to the baseboard. So we'll see how that goes. I'll give you an update once everything is finished. Wish me luck. Well, as you can see, the project turned out pretty well, and let me show you how this works. We have this, let me get this out of the way here. We have these 2 tables that we can have on here if we want to have a big table, and we can be here, looking out the window and all that. But if we want to have more room, for whatever reason, you can go like this, boom, and take down both tables. And you have a lot of room here now to, it's flexibility, which is the main thing. The one thing I didn't like about that fixed Dinette here is that it would, you know, all this space was compromised by that Dinette, which came all the way up to here, I think. But now, if I want to have only one table up, I can have one table up. Whoops. Hold on. I didn't rehearse this. There we go. And then we can be here, you know, hanging out at our one table. Let's say, we really don't want to be on this side. We want to be on this side. Boom. Hey, let's hang out over here. Okay, did you see that? Okay, the one inconvenience about this setup is something we cannot help, which is the wheel well of the trailer, which occupies a lot of space there on the floor. So, you know, it would have been nice if with this table up like this, I can sit down like this, you know, to eat here, like, or to use it for whatever. But the chair will hit that bottom part, so it's gonna be really uncomfortable to do this. But I'm already thinking of version 2.0, so I'll explain that to you at the end of the video. Let me show you a little closer. Okay, as you can see, it looks pretty good. I made this cabinet out of that material that I mentioned, yucca board, and then I covered it with this. It's like a decal that looks like wood, and unless you look at it like from really close, it looks okay. Of course, I do have now 3 different shades of wood here. This, then the tables, and then this that looks very similar to our current color profile here in the trailer, so that worked out really well. This, by the way, is a baseboard from Home Depot, and I said, well, it looks almost like it looks almost perfect, so why not? So that's what I use. I attached these to the wall with these wall anchors, and there's a bike. I'm gonna put 2 more here. There's a bunch of them all throughout, and then I screwed the table to those wall anchors, and let me show you how the table works on the bottom. I also put these 2 vertical pieces of baseboard. The table is screwed to the baseboard and is screwed down here too, and then this goes like this. You remove it and then the table goes down. It's pretty straightforward. Cost wise, each table was $40, which is not a whole lot of money really. The materials for that bottom enclosure there were pretty much $20 in wood and a little more in screws and stuff. And had I known what I was doing, it would have been less, because I had to buy a couple of things twice because I screwed up. But shh, don't tell anybody. The one thing that I regret doing is probably this 12-volt outlet here, which I think I'm going to remove, because it was a sign when I fed power into it, I blew the fuse. So there's something wrong with it. I already ordered a multimeter and extra fuses, and I'm gonna try to fix it. But I think this area here would be perfect, like to put my computer bag, to put something here, and not have this down here. So I might remove it and cover that hole with something, and yeah. Okay, I also bought these 2 chairs from IKEA. Everything is from IKEA, by the way. Thank you all of you who suggested that I check out IKEA, and it was great. These tables bring me to 80% of my original plan, which comes to version 2.0, which I'm going to explain to you now in a few seconds. And even this is cool. This table can actually serve almost as a nightstand here, so that's a double application. These chairs, by the way, were $60 each in IKEA, and they come with the option for armrests for $20 extra, which I bought them, and I don't know if I'm gonna put them on or not, because it might make them a lot bulkier. But I'm overall happy with the way this came out. It opens it up so much when it is like this, and we can both sit down here and watch TV. It's gonna be great. By the way, screwing this to the wall, these tables, was a pain in the ass. By no means it is a one-person operation. My wife helped me out tremendously putting this on the wall, and it came out great. I'm actually I'm proud of myself, believe it or not, because I have no woodworking skills. I have never been really a handy person until now. By the way, down here I have a power outlet that it works, and I have an antenna outlet that I haven't tested yet, but I'm assuming it's going to work. Okay, version 2.0. I was complaining about this thing being too far out and us not being able to fully utilize the tables. Well, the other day, actually yesterday, when I was finishing assembling this, I thought, how about if we make this into a cabinet that comes all the way up here. Originally, my original version of this table was for this to be a much wider part, so we could use it as a table when it was folded down, and then a longer table that will reach up to here when it is on the up position. So how about we build a cabinet here, and then the table begins where the cabinet ends. So we have the top of the cabinet will be a part of the table, then this, and then this. I don't know. Down here we could put a cabinet like for storage, and that would be huge. We could store a lot of stuff in something that came up to here, and then there. What do you guys think? That will be version 2.0. I'm not going to tackle that for probably another year or so. First I have to find out if this really works, and the only way to test it is by going out there camping on a trip, and hopefully it will the real test is gonna be when we hit one of those really deep potholes on the road, and if this stays in place, then I know we did a good job. Now you may ask, when we're on the road, what happens to all these tables? I mean, to all these chairs with wheels. I mean, this is gonna be all over the place, right? Well, this is the plan. Let me show you. I'm gonna put the tables right here against the wall and make sure that they're as close to the table as possible, like so, maybe even closer, like there. And then, yeah, I know I bought the bungee cord that I bought way too short, but this is what I'm gonna do. I have these two hooks, and I'm gonna put one hook here where the wood is, which is sturdy, and one hook on the other vertical piece of baseboard, and I'm gonna have a bungee cord, hopefully something a little longer than this, a bungee cord, securing the two chairs while we are on the road, and hopefully that will be enough so they don't go all over the place. All right. Of course, I want to thank all of you for your suggestions on the Facebook page and on Instagram and everywhere else. If you don't do so already, please follow me on all those social medias. I am TravelingRobert pretty much everywhere, even Snapchat, even though I don't use it much. And that's it. Until the next time. Thank you for watching, and see you on the road.
All good things come to an end, but before you go, if you liked it, do me a solid and give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, remember to subscribe if you haven't, and check out my other videos. You can also visit the blog at TravelingRobert.com, join the mailing list, and follow me on social media at TravelingRobert. As always, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road. Riding with my RV.